What's up, guys? AC Card Shark back again, back with Flea Market Sundays, episode 14. We're heading out to Quakertown today, to the normal stop, and gonna see what's going on. There is a threat of rain, so it could ruin it again. I'm not sure. I'm gonna take the camera out because of the threat of rain and all that kind of stuff. So I may just cut from here right to back to the game room, showing you what I got. But we'll see what we can find, and if I can take some footage, I will. If not, like I said, I'll just show you what I picked up. So we're gonna cut to something right about now. All right, guys, back in the game room. I didn't tape anything around the flea market because there's a threat of rain again. The second time in 2 weeks now. It's been the threat of rain, so there wasn't really a lot to tape. But I did pick up a lot of stuff. My normal guy was back, so that was awesome. I did pick up some stuff from him. Not a lot, but enough. And then I went to Video Bonanza and picked up some stuff there, so lots of good stuff to show you. So let's see, for NES Games, I actually only got 4 titles from my normal guy, because even his rare games I already had. So I'm having trouble, he's having trouble keeping up, I should say, with new stock with me. But I did pick up 4 games from him, all out of the $2 bin. And the first one up is a Capcom game, and that game is Trojan. And I thought sure I had this game, and for some reason I picked it up anyway just because it was $2. And then I just looked at my collection behind me here, and I don't have it, so that's awesome. So I did end up remembering I didn't have it, so that's cool. Second one is made by Konami, and it's the longest friggin' name of a game ever. Jack Nicklaus's Greatest 18 Holes of Major Championship Golf. I kid you not. There's the cover, but there's the actual title right there, and the spine has the entire thing written on it. I know it's probably not focusing, but it's just crazy. But again, just a generic golf game, Jack Nicklaus, whatever, just one I didn't have. Next one up has a sticker on the front label, which I'm not thrilled about, but the spine looks good for the display. I never heard of it before. It's called Gary Kitchen's Battle Tank. So Gary Kitchen's Battle Tank. Again, like I said, the sticker is right here, but I'm not too concerned about that. I'm trying to see that it has a sticker on the back where it came from, but I can't really tell. And in the last game I picked up, obviously I already have this game as part of the Mario Brothers Duck Hunt split game, but I never had it on its own, and I got Duck Hunt. And that is obviously the standalone Duck Hunt game. And what's awesome, it was $2, and what's awesome is that it's also a 5-screw. So it's the 5-screw copy, which means it has like the flat surface here and here, as opposed to the games that normally have the clips right there. So yeah, the 5-screw is awesome for $2. So those are the 4 games I picked up from him for the NES. And then I also picked up, let's see, for the Super Nintendo, if I can find it. I have other stuff here that I'm trying to keep aside. Here we go. I was never aware that this game was actually ever put out for the Super Nintendo. I always played it in the arcades and played it on the PlayStation 2 when it had like Super whatever in front of it. But that game is Bust a Move. And I was never aware that they actually put that out for the Super Nintendo. And he charged me, I think, $5 for this. I think it's more of a rarity. I'm not as schooled in Super Nintendo as I am in Nintendo. But, you know, any Bust a Move game, I'm always a big fan of that. So I thought that was pretty cool. And then, let's see, make sure this thing's empty. Yeah. And then the last game I picked up from him was actually for the GameCube, ironically enough, as weird as that is. It's not complete, the instructions are missing, but obviously the game is in there. And that game is Donkey Konga. And I've always been a fan of like rhythm games because they're fun, but I just never picked this one up for whatever reason. So Donkey Konga, as you can see, it was marked $10, and I was like, $10 for Donkey Konga. I was like, that's a lot of money. And so I asked him, I'm like, can you do a little bit better? And he's like, well, I'm not sure if you're aware of it or not, but the $10 also includes the bongos. So for $10, I got the bongos and the game for the GameCube, which I thought was a good deal because I've seen these bongos at flea markets before where they didn't have the game with it, and they were charging $5 to $10 just for the bongos. And I don't know if it's a stellar deal. Maybe eBay could have been cheaper. Who knows? I have no idea. But the fact is, I need more GameCube games because I only have like maybe 10 games for it, which is ridiculous. So I figured, what better way to continue the collection than to have this game included? So game and bongos for $10. I figured that you couldn't really beat that. And then I noticed over to the side of his booth, he had this item sitting there, and I had this when I was a little kid, and I totally forgot about it until I just saw it sitting, in his booth. And what I'm going to show you, I'll show it to you first. It's a black case, And if you look closely, it's a Nintendo branded black case. And obviously it's got the slots that you can put games in. So let me see if I can, let me grab a game and show you. I think it's actually made to have the black sleeve as well. But basically, yeah, you basically need the black sleeve on it. But you get the idea. You can put games in like that and it displays them. So I figure, you know, I was like, that'd be kind of cool for the game room. Yeah, see, they're not really sitting right without the black sleeves in it. But you get the idea. You can put up to 18 games in this case. So I was like, well, that's really awesome. That'd be cool to hang, like, put 2 screws in the wall and, like, because it has the holes in the back, hang it on the wall and then display maybe the rare titles or something in that, like, separate from the rest of the collection. I was like, oh man, I was like, that's so awesome. I'll take the sticker off of it. And he had it marked $2. So I was like, oh, I was like $2. I was like, yeah, I don't need it. I've got shelving, you know. He goes, you know what? Just take it. It's free. I was like, what? I was like, free? He's like, yeah. He's like, you know, I've had that thing in my, you know, like hanging around my house for forever. He's like, I just want to get rid of it. Just take it with the rest of the games. So I got it for free. So that's awesome. Free little display case. Like I said, I put my rarities in there and hang it on the wall and kind of, you know, have that going on. So that was kind of cool. So then, so that was a pretty good success. And then I went on to Video Bonanza, which is my typical, you know, like I said, it's the pricier place, but they have the selection. And I was talking to the lady, and she said that sales aren't doing too well. I'm thinking to myself, well, there's a reason for that, because your prices are ridiculous. So she told me to come back in the next couple weeks that they're going to be marking a lot of stuff down. So I'm really anxious to see that, because there's a lot of games I don't buy from her that I need because they're just ridiculously just overpriced. But as always, 10% off, buy 2 get 1 free. They always have the same deal. So I picked up 6 games, 6 NES games. The first one I picked up, I don't have it. According to Pixel Sandwich, it's probably one of the hardest games on the NES, and I don't know because I haven't tried it yet. But that game is Silver Surfer, and just one of those superhero games that I've been looking to pick up, and it did come with black sleeve included, so that was kind of fun. The next one I picked up was, let's see, a game that I remember not being too good of a game when I was a kid. I don't know, who knows, I'll bust it out again, but it was, I rented it as a kid, I never owned it. The game is called Low G-Man. It stands for Low Gravity Man, which is why the dude's jumping off the cartridge. Just real hard to control from what I remember. I mean, I was maybe 9 years old when I last played it, so who knows. I'll give it a shot, but it's just one I needed. And then for the get one free of those 3, I picked up Kabuki Quantum Fighter. And that's supposed to be a really, really good game, a lot of fun. And I've been waiting to find a good deal for that. Of course, free is the best deal you can get. So, and then the second set of 3 I picked up. The first game up, I never even heard of before. I don't know if it's any good. I don't have it. That's why I picked it up. And just the fact that I had never heard of it and or seen it before. But that game is called Magician. And it's by Taxan. It's got the gold save label on the back, and that one also came with a black sleeve. And then this one I know is a little bit more rare. This one is put out by the same people who make Bases Loaded and Goal Soccer and everything else. And I've never seen this one in person as well. And it's about the same. I got it for about the same price as I do on eBay, as I have it listed on eBay. But that game is called The Young Indiana Jones Chronicles. So I thought that one was kind of fun. Don't know if it's any good. Again, I don't know if any of these are good. They're just ones I need for my collection, and this one I know is a little bit more rare. You always see Indiana Jones Temple of Doom, you always see those, but this one you don't really see too often. And then on the get one free, it's a crappy game, but I remember playing it as a kid, and again, it's one I needed for the collection. And I didn't want to pay the price. They had it marked $12. I didn't want to pay $12 for this game because that's ridiculous. So when I got it for free, I figured that was the deal to pick it up for. The Adventures of Gilligan's Island. And, you know, I played this as a little kid, and, you know, I think I had fun. I don't remember, honestly. But so those are the pickups from Video Bonanza, and they have a frequent shopper card. You get like a stamp for every $10 purchase you make. So every item you buy for $10 or more, you get a stamp. When you hit 10 stamps, you get an extra 10% off your next purchase. So I filled up my card, which was awesome, which means I can now have 20% off of my next purchase there. I've been eyeing up a couple consoles that they have that were too expensive as marked, but 20% off makes it a deal. There's a couple of different consoles, but there's a whole bunch of boxed NES games there that, you know, they're like $20 a piece, give or take. But then if I get enough of them, let's say I buy 5 and it's $100, I get $10 off or $20 off, and it would be $80 for 5 box Nintendo games, which if you get the right titles, again, you need to know what you're talking about, but if you get the right titles, that's a steal. So I'm trying to figure out how to work that to get the most money and the best bang for my 20% off or whatever. So as I'm checking out, the lady's like, hey, do you have a game room? And I said, yeah, absolutely, I do. She said, I have a couple of posters if you want for your game room. And I was like, well, I'm thinking, how much do you want for them? She's like, oh no, they're free. I was like, I'll take anything that's free. That's fine. So one of them I'm going to keep and actually hang up, and one of them I'm going to put up for trade. So anyone who's watching this, if you're a fan of the second one I'm going to show you, the first one I'm keeping, shoot me a PM. Let me know. Trade me something. I'm not going to obviously look for too much because I didn't pay anything for it. Maybe an NES game you have laying around, or maybe a different poster that I would want, or whatever. We'll figure something out. But the first one I got that I am going to keep because it's pretty cool. It has like a sticker back to it, which is still has the paper on it. No one stuck it, and they put it up with tax. But it's a Capcom poster, and it's as you can see, it says 6 hot new titles for your PSP system from Capcom, and let's see, we got Mega Man Powered Up. There's the Capcom Classics Collection. You got Monster Hunter over here. And then on this side, you've got, which Mega Man is that? Maverick Hunter, right here. And then on the bottom, you have Beautiful Joe Red Hot Rumble. And then the last one is Street Fighter Alpha 3, or Street Fighter 3 Alpha Max. And it's got the Capcom logo and everything, so I'll back up and try to show you the whole thing. But I thought that was pretty cool. I think that's really awesome to put up in a game room. It's got Mega Man on it. It's got some of the classic Street Fighter stuff like that. So I'll definitely find a place for that one in the game room. I think that one's pretty cool. Then the second one that I got is back here, and I'm not a big fan of the sport and or the game. I heard the game is pretty good, but I'm not a fan of either really enough to keep it and put it up in my game room. And I know some of you out there, I've watched your channels, and you guys are huge fans of this. So I figured, you know what? I'll put it up and let someone who really would love to have this have it. So like I said, shoot me a PM, first come, first serve. First one that shoots me an offer of something that I would want in return, it's yours, and I'll ship it right out to you. But it is a full-size poster, but it is for the game UFC 2010 Undisputed. So you've got Brock Lesnar, obviously right in the middle there, and that's pretty much the only guy I know from UFC. I know these guys are all famous, but I don't know who they are. Like I said, I'm not that big of a fan. So, but you've got UFC Undisputed 2010. It says, so you want to be a fighter, this is how. In stores May 25th. It's a store promo poster. And it's got the PS3 box right here. It's got the 360 case right there. And like I said, that would look really, really good in someone's game room. And it would look good in mine too. But I just, like I said, I don't want to keep it when it's nothing that I'm going to go nuts about. So, like I said, guys, whoever wants it, drop me a PM. First person that gives me the offer that is good or whatever, we can come to terms. I'll ship it right out to you guys. So, but that's gonna wrap it up, guys. That's Flea Market Sundays. What episode are we on? 14, I guess it is. I forget anymore. There's so many of them. So, I do have a trade coming soon. I was talking to another YouTuber named Nunchified. I told him I'd give him a shout out, and that's the first of a couple. Nunchified, I'll put a link down below in the description. Check him out. He's got some video game stuff going on. He has this item that he offered me, and we came to terms on a trade that I think is fair for both of us. And he's happy with his end, I'm happy with my end. So I'm working on putting that together for him. And whenever that comes to a end, basically, when I get my half and I finish his half and get it to him, I'll definitely have a video posted up. And again, that YouTuber is Nunchified. His link is down below. So that is coming soon. I do believe I will have some eBay unboxings as well. I know I said I was going to curb that, but it's tough to curb that. So that's coming soon, and I'm going to start doing some video review and some gameplay footage because you guys have been really asking for it. So I'm going to start maybe doing a different segment of the show and doing that. So lots of stuff to look forward to, guys. That's about it from this week, guys. Till next week. Actually, I'm sorry, next week there won't be one. I will be away on vacation. So 2 weeks from now, AC Cartwright, guys. Take care.